for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since the beginning of the formation of this committee and my membership on it, our chairman has charged us to go out and begin a conversation with all entities, businesses, small businesses, larger businesses, and our constituents, to talk with them and listen to their concerns regarding regulations and how these regulations impede their success and how those regulations really snuff out the entrepreneurial spirit that has made this country the great nation that she is. So I'm delighted to be here today and have the opportunity to greet all of you today, and I thank you for being here. My first question is a general question, and I'll start with Mr. Gattuso, but then if anyone else would like to comment, I would certainly welcome that. At his State of the Union address, we heard the President speak about regulations and the need to get regulations under control so that we do not impede jobs and getting this economy back on track. I'd like to hear from you whether or not you think that that's a serious initiative that's going to be taken, or what your thoughts are about that.
I would like to think that it is a serious initiative, and I would welcome a serious initiative along those lines. I have considerable concerns, however, from what actually has been done so far. The executive order released by the President, issued by the President, only calls for preliminary plans for a review of regulations sometimes in the future. It is not the government-wide review that he has stated it was. It does not apply to independent agencies, who are some of the largest producers of regulations. And it seems each time he talks about this initiative, there's less and less on why we need to review regulations and more on defending regulations. So the tenor seems, the initiative seems to be perhaps fading already, which is a matter of great concern. Just to cap it off, I was very disappointed in his speech to the U.S. Chamber, where he seemed to rely upon cajoling business to hire, to claim moral imperatives, appeals to patriotism, basically jawboning, as opposed to real policy change. He even went so far, and actually a humorous note, said that he wished he had brought a fruitcake over to the Chamber of Commerce when he moved into the neighborhood to welcome them and establish a friendship. And that's good. We should have good relations between different factions in politics, but fruitcakes won't do it. So we need more than fruitcake economics to get this problem solved.
Thank you. Would any other members like to? Yes, sir.
Thank you for this opportunity to answer your question. I think the President is seriously interested in this, but he also feels the responsibility to do it in a balanced way, that these regulations and these laws are important because they also protect people and they protect the environment. And at least regarding some of the aspects of that, we also need to move ahead. Agencies have limited resources, and to the extent they're pulled off on lookbacks, of course, that also limits their ability to go forward. Finally, I think the President knows, to the extent we've done these lookbacks in the past, we've generally found that costs are less than projected at the time, and benefits are about the same as we thought. There have been very few lookbacks that have found that we're chasing after problems that are really not serious societal problems.
Just if I could comment on your response, I think that everyone on the committee is very concerned and interested in always maintaining the balance between public safety and safety in the job place, or whatever the issue is, but also the need to get this economy back on track and create jobs. So thank you.
I think time will tell. We're hopeful, you know, and we'll take part in the initiative with the White House. The key is, though, is that the initiative, the spirit of the initiative, also going to be implemented with the existing regulations that are moving through the system right now. You know, with the new health care, the financial service overhaul laws, you know, some of the things that are moving through the Department of Labor right now. Not only just to look back, but, you know, are we in fact, you know, looking at, you know, the cost on small business and what we can do to, you know, if they are going to move forward with these regulations, are they taking small businesses into account? You know, will they be exempted? Is there going to be an alternative that perhaps makes it easier and less burdensome for them to comply. But with these initiatives, it's a lot of time, energy, and passion that's going to be needed from the White House. And again, time will tell. We'll see.
Thank you. I believe we're out of time, unless I can.
I appreciate it.